Hi folks, if you're a Fuji camera owner and you own the 70-300 or 16-80 lenses, you'll be very pleased to know there's been an update to improve focusing whilst zooming. Something you'll probably know if you've got those lenses and you've tried whilst filming is awful because it goes in and out of focus throughout the zoom range and it's unusable, totally unusable. But the firmware is supposed to address this and fix it. So we're going to give it a whiz. First of all, we'll see the out of focus bits. Ooh. Yeah, it'll give you a migraine, but you know, it'll be worth it to see how bad it is, but I won't play on it for too long. Then we'll do the necessary firmwares. First for the 70-300, see how much it improves, and on the 1680 after that.
Stop! Why stop? Because I should have noticed that the 1680's update is different to the 70-300. Yes, it pays to study the small print. Dull. So the before tests with the 1680 that I had previously done are no longer relevant, because they were for exposure tracking, not focus tracking. What a bozo. Oh well, and of course it's already updated, but I will show what exposure whilst zooming is like with the 1680 later. So we'll have to concentrate just on the 70-300. Firstly, I'll quickly go through the firmware update process by downloading the hopefully correct file for the 70-300. You can do it via the Fuji app, but I prefer downloading to a formatted memory card. Here you can read up on the procedure too. And yes, do that first. Once you have the correct DAT file, then add it to the SD card. Eject the SD card from your desktop, then load it into slot 1 on your camera if it has dual slots. Yes, slot 1, not 2, as it won't work in 2. So, with your camera ready to go, first press and hold the display back button, then switch the camera on. Wait, was the battery fully charged? No? Or overcharged? Just joking. Of course, it would just go blank, and you would probably have to send your camera back to Fuji. Oh dear. You can see the firmware update is version 1.10, so continue pressing the appropriate buttons to proceed with the upload. Once yes is selected, press OK. Leave it to run. A row of 10 grey squares gradually turn black from left to right. It took 25 seconds to complete, but I've sped it up. So, there we are.
And so we'll see as to whether we have the results that we'd hoped for, like perfect continuous focusing throughout the zoom range, in and out. Will it be? Will it happen? Let's take a look. Will it be thumbs up or thumbs down?
Wow, that's impressive. Thumbs up, I think. There are some exposure variations as the lens goes through a 1.5 stop variation when zooming from 70-300 and back. So let's see some side-by-side comparisons. There's no doubting there's a clear improvement. All zooms were shot handheld. I should have used a tripod of course, but as I zoomed in, turning the ring caused the lens to sway somewhat. So the videos have been stabilised in post, both the before and after. They weren't too wobbly, but yeah, should have used a tripod. Certainly it pays to zoom slowly for best results, but exposure fluctuation is still an issue. So I spot a heron, and at 70mm zoom into the centre of the frame at 300mm. And then zoom out again. Very nice and a much more positive result. At least I guess you can use it to compose for a subject and then zoom in quickly to frame it without all the unnecessarily blurriness that would have resulted before, so that is a good result. Looks like I'm in danger of becoming a zoomer. Oh no.
Okay, so there we go. A conclusive test, I think, that it's worked out pretty well. Not perfect, but pretty good. Yeah, so now rather than all that in and out of focus as you zoom into the subject, it holds focus well. So you could use it during actual filming. Well, it's something I rarely do anyway, but it's nice to have that facility now. Makes you wonder why that couldn't have been built in the first place, but I reckon it's AI? Maybe, I don't know. But it's nice that a lens, which is 2 to 3 years old now at least, I think 70-300, is that there's still improvements to be had through firmware. Brilliant, not complaining. So Fantastic result.
So what about the 1680, which I updated for improved exposure tracking? Has that made a difference? Yes, looks like it has. Made a slight improvement anyway. Oh well, maybe tests for another day.
So, please subscribe and I'll see you next time and give it a like. Cheers!